Hello everyone, let's recapitulate chapter 9 of history, the making of regional culture. As you can, the regional culture today are often the product of complex process of intermixing of local tradition with the ideas from the other part of the subcontinent. Yes, when we refer to a person as a Tamil or Uriya, how we come to know that person is belong to Tamil or Odisha region when the person he or she speak the Tamil or Uriya language. So we frame the image of that person ki that person belong to Tamil or Odisha state. Okay, and now the other sources also by which we can identify the people associated with the which state. So like the costume he wore, or the food he ate, he or she ate, or the tradition they adopt. So in these sources we come to know that that person belong to particular or specific state. But what happened that in time, as I told you, the other regional culture today are often the product of complex process of intermixing. That हमने अपना जो culture था, traditional था, we share with others, other state of our country. So all these things are intermixing. This is a process of intermixing which we are carry today, which we are following today. Okay. So the some reason others seem to be similar across region, yet the other derive from older practice in a particular area, but they take a new form the other region. So let's talk about the Kerala. So here you can see the Cheras introduce a Malayalam language. Everyone please underline, and the script in their inscription. They also drew upon the Sanskrit tradition. They very much influenced by the Sanskrit language. So the temple theatre of Kerala borrowed stories from Sanskrit epics. Okay, the ruler, who ruler? The ruler of that Mahadevapuram, who introduced the Malayalam language. Okay, so let's have a look look at this inscription. Now the Cheras, as I told you, Cheras also drew upon the Sanskrit edition. So what we see in this literature, the literature work in Tamil that dated about 12th century are directly adapted to Sanskrit. Sanskrit से उसको काफी influence है, and the instruction of that 14th century text. Underline everyone, लीलाती काम जो कि dealing करता है केरला का जो that literature dealing with the grammar and poetic, and which was composed in which language? Maniparvalam language. Okay, which mean diamond and coral. What does it mean? It means that it is a mixture of two language, the referring the two language. Okay, Sanskrit and regional language. Fine. Now let's talk about Jagannath cult. Yes, in the other region, the regional culture grew around the Odisha, or the culture grew around the religious tradition. Best example क्या है? The process of cult of Jagannath. So first let us understand what does it mean. Jag means the whole world, and Nath means the Lord of whole world. And un whole word ko kya? The name of Vishnu on, which is very famous that at Puri, and Puri is in Odisha. So the local tribal kya karte the? They make the wooden image, as you can see in this picture, wooden image of the deity. Deity was Lord Vishnu, which they said that the deity was originally local god, who were later identified as a Vishnu. Now, what happened in the 12th century? The most important ruler of Ganga dynasty, Gengi dynasty, kaun sa tha? Anantavarman. Underline everyone. Anantavarman, who decided to build the temple. किसके लिए? पुरुषोत्तम जगन्नाथ at Puri बनाएंगे. Now, after that, to 1230, the king Anga Bhima III, उसने what he decided? He decided to dedicate his kingdom to his deity, or proclaim himself as a deputy of God. Okay, now move on next. In the last, from the starting of this book syllabus, we got that everyone those ruler wanted to control the area. They control over the temple. Why did they so? Because that these conqueror on temple make the people, they felt that they felt that this would make their rule acceptable to local people. Those rule became the ruler of a temple, so the people easily accept these people as their ruler. So that is why first those wanted to conquer that area, so they control over that area temples. Fine. Now next on Rajput tradition, as you, yes, Rajput tradition, Rajput introduced a lots of distinct culture of Rajasthan. Okay. From the about the 8th century, the most present day Rajasthan was ruled by various Rajput families, like Prithviraj was the such ruler. Underline everyone. Now we can't forget the stories of Rajput family. So the Rajput ruler cherished the idol of the hero who fought valiantly, bravely, often choosing death on the battlefield rather than face defeat. The stories about the Rajput heroes were recorded in poems and songs. Women also focus in these stories. Okay, they are depicting as a following their heroic husband, often choosing death on the battlefield rather than the defeat. They often choose to become sati on the funeral prey of their husband. That known as sati system. Okay, now next come to know beyond the regional frontier, the story of Kathak. The original Kathak means the caste of storyteller. By different dancing posture, the performers depicting the story. So that dance form known as caste of storyteller in the temple of North India. The legend of Radha Krishna were enacted in Ras Leela, folk play, which combined folk dance with the gesture of the Kathak, the storyteller. Now, Kathak was spread known by the Mughal emperor and their nobles. The Kathak were the perform in court, okay, and the Mughal, the Kathak were developed in two traditions, or you can say traditions like gharanas. The one in the court of Rajasthan, and the second one is the court of the other in Lucknow. The last ruler, Wajid Ali Shah, who was the last Nawab of Awadh. Underline everyone. The Wajid Ali Shah, the last Nawab of Awadh, who patroned the Kathak. Now after that, it is grown in a major art form. Okay. Now the third quarter means the 19th century. It was very famous in other regions also. Those regions attached with the Lucknow and the Rajasthan. So but after that, not only ये Rajasthan और क्या कहते हैं लखनऊ तक नहीं रहा, other region it was also spread in other region or popular in other region like Punjab, Haryana, Jammu Kashmir, Bihar, Madhya Pradesh. Fine. Now in the beginning, when the Britishers came over here, 19th century, 12th century, the Britishers were not favor in Kathak dance form, but still it was survived and continued performed by the courtisan, and the recognized as 6th classical dance form in the India after the independence. Here you can see the different dance form of our country, like the Bharatnatyam of Tamil Nadu, Kathakali in Kerala, Odissi in Odisha, Kuchipudi in Andhra Pradesh, and Manipuri in Manipur.